Good evening, everyone. I'm currently participating in the Orange County Democratic meeting, and we have Congressman Maxwell Frost that is giving us an update of Washington, D.C. And one of the biggest fights that he had this week is because they are trying to stop the privatization of the Postal Service. Yes, our very own Postal Service. And he told us one of the biggest customers that the Postal Service currently has at this time is Amazon and UPS. We already have LaJoy that has screwed up the Postal Service by removing machines from big Democratic strongholds. So if people wanted to do their mail in ballot, they never reach their destination. Can you imagine a private company that is so for Trump? Anyway, Maxwell Frost continued to talk about this big, disgusting bill, how wealth and inequality will get worse. And he anticipates that we're going to see the economic impact around November timeframe, just in time for Thanksgiving and Christmas. We know that the bulk of the Medicaid cuts will happen at the end of the midterm. And we're going to have higher premiums for ACA. That's if he doesn't get rid of ACA in the first place. He talked about Trump lying on an everyday basis, and he believes Trump is going to take credit for the violent crimes that are actually going down. Here in Orlando is 20%. Other places like Austin, Texas is 40%. And he said, no, no, no. You need to thank the Democrats because they had some great gun legislation. He spoke about how the Democrats still want answers to the Epstein files, and some of the Republicans actually agree. He also talked about the Democrats on the Hill don't want to talk about what's really happening in Washington, D.C. They want it to die down. Say what? I mean, they are literally terrorizing the community. And he does agree with California going toe to toe with Texas. However, there is a caveat. He said Democrats are going to have to explain why they're doing this. They need to say that we don't like doing this. However, this is our last measure. We are doing this in response to what's happening in Texas and the fact that Trump is trying to do away with mail in voting. And we're going to have to get in the mud and fight dirty. What do you think?